Money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where the niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know
Big
niggas.
Zoom.
They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoom. Plan that vacation. You gonna be planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to the street, nigga.
Every back outside, they said they outside, they ain't back outside.
Kenneth Petty, who's married to Nicki Minaj, got slapped with a 120-day house arrest sentence for breaking the rules of his probation. His slip-up? He shared videos on social media that seemed to throw shade at Offset, the rapper. How does Nicki Minaj respond when her husband, Kenneth Petty, finds himself in hot water once more due to his violent history? In a court document filed on Wednesday in the Central District of California, Petty was told to be on home watch after he was recorded on video making threatening remarks to a specific individual while in the company of someone with a criminal record. The specific person referred to in the order is Offset, and it all ties back to the messages Petty put out there on social media on September 16th, targeting the rapper. To give you some background, back in July 2022, Petty got hit with a 3-year probation sentence after owning up to not registering as a offender in California back in 2020. Going back further, in 1995, he got nailed for first-degree attempted rape involving a 16-year-old girl and did a 4-year stint in a New York prison. But we are going to tackle this 1995 sexual assault in the later part of this video. So, Petty's probation and return to home confinement all trace back to a 1995 conviction for attempted rape, a case in which he admitted guilt and did a 4-year stretch in a New York prison. This conviction required him to register as a sex offender in his home state. Then, in 2019, when he got pulled over for a traffic violation in Los Angeles, this was around the same time he made his marriage to Minaj public. It came to light that he hadn't registered as a sex offender in California, where he was living at the time, and still is. This brought the whole rape conviction issue back into the spotlight and put Minaj in a tricky spot, given her association with a convicted sex offender. But over nearly 3 decades, the backstory of the initial assault, Petty's conviction, and the recent developments have largely gotten lost amidst online discussions and attempts to silence Jennifer Hough, the victim, who took legal action against the couple for harassment in 2021. So, who's Jennifer Hough, the woman who's come forward as an alleged sexual assault victim of Kenneth Petty? Jennifer Hough, the alleged sexual assault victim, hails from South Jamaica, Queens, just like Petty and Minaj. It's a small world, it seems, because according to reports from the Daily Beast, there are some interesting connections between Jennifer, Minaj, and Petty. It's said that her brother is purportedly related to Petty as a cousin, and she even shared a living arrangement with Minaj's friend TT, along with her estranged adoptive cousin, Sharon Grayson, at some point. And in September 2021, Nicki Minaj made quite a stir with a bunch of eyebrow-raising tweets, which folks started calling Ballgate. But some folks out there suspected that maybe, just maybe, Nicki, who's known for her skepticism about vaccines, might have pulled off a Twitter meltdown on purpose to distract from a bigger mess. A lawsuit accusing her of harassing a woman who accused her husband of sexual assault. No matter what her intentions were, her anti-vaccine controversy seemed to blow up in her face and shine an even brighter spotlight on her legal troubles. And as if that wasn't enough, later in September, the woman who brought the lawsuit went on to spill the beans on her experiences with Nicki and her husband. According to the lawsuit, Minaj reached out to Hough directly, making an offer to fly her to Los Angeles if she'd help out by signing a prepared statement retracting her allegations. Minaj also supposedly suggested sending her own publicist to Hough to help draft this statement. Hough, however, maintains that she declined these offers, telling Minaj straightforwardly, "I need you to know, woman to woman, that this happened." Following these initial attempts, associates connected to the couple reportedly started getting in touch with Hough. They made various money offers in exchange for her recanting her statement. Lawyers representing Minaj and Petty allegedly offered advice on how to backtrack on her claims with minimal legal consequences. One offer even included a condition that Minaj send birthday videos to Hough's daughter. At one point, as Hough and her daughter revealed to the Daily Beast, an associate of the couple, the same friend who initially introduced Minaj to Hough, showed up at her home, placed $20,000 in cash on her lap, and presented her with a pre-written statement for recantation. Hough, however, rejected this offer. Following this, she shared on The Real that she received a message, but the details were not specified. "They're gonna use that money to put on my head." More recently, her lawyer says, the same associate posted an Instagram video threatening to kill or do bodily harm to Jennifer. In 2021, one article was posted, Kenneth Petty's rape victim's attorney issues a warning to him and Nicki Minaj after Goons allegedly threatens his client's life. According to it, Jennifer Hough is suing both Nicki and Kenneth for years of alleged harassment. According to TMZ, Hough states that Mrs. Petty and her husband have been directly and indirectly pressuring, bribing, and threatening her to not speak about the incident at all. Hough says this has been going on since 2018. This case has been a lengthy struggle, initially involving a man, and now it has pulled in his wife, Nicki Minaj. So, what's the story behind these allegations of sexual assault? Court records obtained by The Blast indicated that Petty and the victim victim were 16 at the time of the assault. The incident reportedly occurred in September of 1994. According to documents, the victim had been walking to school when Petty walked up behind her, pressing an object to her back, and instructed her to keep walking. Next, the two eventually arrived at Petty's residence. He then allegedly forced her upstairs and began to rape her at knife point. The victim then struck him with a bottle to escape. Upon his arrest, Petty denied the rape allegation, per the court documents. Following the assault, Jennifer went to school and immediately reported the incident. A close friend then picked her up from the hospital and gave her a ride home. Once she was back home, she told her adoptive mother what happened. The actual petition indicates that Mr. Petty was recorded on video making threatening remarks toward a specific individual while with a company with a criminal record. This recent violation of conduct raises and concerns Mr. Petty's willingness to comply with the court's orders. As such, the probation officer believes placement in the location monitoring program will effectively allow for closer monitoring of Mr. Petty's activities, limit his movements, provide a sanction for his non-compliance. Petty shall participate for a period of up to 120 days in a home detention program, which may include electronic monitoring, GPS, alcohol monitoring unit, or automated identification system, and shall observe all rules of such programs, as directed by the probation officer. In this viral video making the rounds on social media back on September 16th, Petty and his crew were captured outside a hotel in New York City, where it's believed Offset was staying. In the clip, along with a bunch of other menacing remarks, Petty goes on record saying, "Plan that vacation. You're gonna be planning your funeral, pussy."
Nigga, I got a Brooklyn hoodie on. So they don't know where I'm from. They know where I'm from, though.
They know
I can't act like I don't. Big Queens, nigga.
Yeah, sturdy, nigga. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Where the niggas is at, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know
Big
niggas.
Zoom.
They said you don't know niggas.
Big Zoom.
Plan that vacation. You
Yeah.
be planning your funeral, pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way to the street, nigga.
Fans often can't help but connect Nicki's name to her husband's violent actions. One fan sneered, "Nicki is so weird and disgusting. Imagine doing all this because someone came and snatched your crown." One fan said, "Nicki Minaj acting as if she has nothing to do with it is complete BS. Nicki wanted her violent husband to do this, so she went along with it, and now she's playing it cool, acting as if her husband didn't go after Offset, whose wife basically took her spot and is still on top in her career." Another question, Nicki married this man. Is she okay? And also Barb's support him? In case you don't know, Barb's is Nicki's fan base, whose support to the artist was seen as most as weird. One fan blasted Nicki saying, "It's something very wrong with her," insinuating that Cardi is the reason your husband is back on house arrest, but not the fact that your husband willingly went online making threats after just getting off house arrest. Your husband is the problem, and so are you for allowing that. Offset fired back to Kenneth Petty with a response of his own, sharing a video on social media where he's seen having a good laugh on the runway beside his private jet, and that his jet was nowhere near that hotel. Clearly, the federal authorities didn't see the humor in the situation because they didn't waste any time in shutting it down, and they didn't go easy on Petty either. Users were claimed to say that Offset and Cardi B needs protection. One fan said, "Protect Offset at all costs." Well, it's clear that Kenneth Petty's history of bullying has come back into the spotlight. In one post by Hotshot Radio Backup, Kenneth Petty even called his ex Redbone No privately just to threaten to kill her because she showed his DM messages to Nicki Minaj surviving the Pettys. And in one instance, Petty and his friends also threatened Cardi B via Instagram. One user posted, "Nicki Minaj husband and his friends threatened Cardi B on IG." After the threat, Offset, Cardi's husband, messaged one of Kenneth Petty's, Nicki Minaj husband friend, that why will they be interfering in two women issues, and blogs are saying it was Offset that started first. Well, this ongoing saga between rivals Cardi B and Nicki Minaj has now brought their husbands and friends into the mix. It's quite the drama, and the big question is, how will this all play out in the end? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all the twists and turns of this drama.